Top story that we're looking at this hour comes in from Bangladesh, where the country is bracing for a pivotal moment today as the International Crimes Tribunal delivers its long-awaited verdict against ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on charges of crimes against humanity, including murder, torture and mass killings during a last year's deadly student-led uprising that claimed up to 1,400 lives and forced her 15-year rule to collapse in August 2024. Hasina, now exiled in India and facing the death penalty sought by prosecutors, denies the politically motivated allegations tied to her government's brutal crackdown on protesters. The tensions have boiled over into widespread violence across the country, with Awami League supporters enforcing shutdowns amidst reports of vehicles being set ablaze. Crude bombs blast near Dhaka University and the airport, where several people have been injured. There also have been road blockades by felled trees and arson on buses and private buildings, prompting the UNIS-led interim administration to declare a high alert, deploy army and border guards, and also authorize the Dhaka police to open fire on violent mobs. Now, as the verdict against Sheikh Hasina is being read currently, investigators had compiled one of the largest bodies of evidence ever handled by the special tribunal. 14 volumes totaling nearly 10,000 pages, which are including local and international reports, medical records, post-mortem files, ballistic logs, helicopter flight schedules and media footage were assembled to build the case against the ousted Prime Minister. Joining me live on the broadcast is my colleague Brian Somers with more details on this. Brian, the hearing which is currently underway, we are seeing that it has some of the largest bodies of evidence that has been produced, almost 10,000 pages.
Yes, clearly as the tribunal started reading its verdict, and while we are speaking, they are reading the verdict. Officials reveal that investigators have compiled one of the most extensive evidences collection ever presented before the special court in the case against Sheikh Hasina. Clearly, a total of 14 volumes, nearly 10,000 pages. The verdict is being read in English itself. The pages, nearly 10,000 pages of materials that were submitted. That includes local and international reports, medical files, autopsy findings, ballistic logs, helicopter flight manifests, and hours of verified footages also that they are getting itself. So clearly, a major turn that the government is seeing, that Bangladesh is seeing today itself right now. When we are speaking also, it is on the edge. There have been explosions, arsons, road blockades. All these, barricadings have been done by the authorities, by the officers, by the police forces there, by the tribunal there. Clearly, maximum heavy barricading have been done by the police, by the army, by the BGP, and rapid action forces that all have been deployed itself. And now also, as we are speaking, the ICT too is delivering its verdict in this very high-profile case that accused former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and her age of crime against humanity itself. Yes.
Absolutely, Brian. Please do stay on with us. In some more breaking inputs that we have, investigators collected at least 93 documentary exhibits and 32 material exhibits in the case against Sheikh Hasina. These include bullets, shell casings, blood-stained clothing, audio and video recordings, as well as field reports, adding further weight to the extensive evidence compiled by the special tribunal. So, Brian, now we are seeing that this evidence that we have been talking about this trial that is currently underway in Bangladesh, there have been material exhibits as well that have been submitted, which include bullet, shell casings, blood-stained clothing as well, Brian.
As of now, also there have been major 5 charges that has been against Hasina, that is related to inciting violence, ordering use of lethal force, even via helicopters, drones, caning of protesters, including students, and even burning bodies is what there have been 5 major cases against her. Now, what we are also getting to know as of now, yes, there have been many such investigators have presented 93 documentary exhibits, 32 material exhibits that ranges from bullets and shell casings to blood-stained clothing that you were mentioning. There were field reports itself and authenticated audio-video recordings. And officials also say that the physical evidence was also crucial in reconstruction and reconstructing the timeline of violence. And now also, when we were speaking earlier, there have been a total of 14 volumes, that has 10,000 pages of materials that were also submitted, that included many such reports, medical findings, helicopter flight manifest, hours of footages, ballistic logs, and all these reports also that have been presented by them. Yes.
All right, Brian. We can also see that since this tribunal hearing is still underway, a lot of effort has been put into evidence gathering, Brian, because we have been talking about how it is 10,000 pages long. We have been talking about the material evidence also submitted. They really want to build a very solid case against former ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina.
Yes, clearly, as of now, when you see all the presentations by the authorities, the movement, the deployment, the barricading, the extensive deployment, so clearly you can actually understand how far they are going in gaining and even giving evidences. Now, when we mentioned also just a while back that it is the most extensive evidence collection that was presented, that has been presented before the special court in this case, with literally 14 volumes and more than 10,000 pages of just materials, that has many such reports, medical files, and then now also 93 documentary exhibits, 32 material exhibits that showcases bullets, ranges from bullets, shell casings, blood steel clothing, field reports. There have been even many such audio and video recordings also that are part of the exhibits. And now there is another very important exhibit, that is the physical evidence also, that is being very crucial in reconstructing the timeline of the violence itself. Yes.